Good evening. First of all, I have to give credit for this invitation to our brother Billy Jenkins. So keep him in your prayers, and all those that we've lost like him before. So it's called responsibility. What is responsibility? Everybody has one. Responsibility is made up of two words: respond and ability. Respond is to answer or reply, to have a reaction, or to be answerable or liable. Ability is having power or skill to do something or be qualified. Romans 12 verses 3 through 8 shows us that we are to respond with all our ability that we have been given. For I say, though, through the grace given to me, to everyone who is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, as God has dealt to each one a measure of faith. For as we have many members in one body, but all the members do not have the same function, so we, being many, are one body in Christ, and individually members of one. Having them gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, let us use them. If prophecy, let us prophesy. In proportion of our faith or ministry, let us use it when we're ministering. He who teaches, in teaching. He who exhorts, in exhortation. He who gives, with liberality. He who leads, with diligence. He who shows mercy, with cheerfulness. The parable of the talents in Matthew 25 shows a man with 5 talents that gained 5 more talents. One with 2 talents gained 2 more talents. And one with 1 talent that did not respond with any ability and was unprofitable. Are we like the 5 or the 2 talent man? Are we not responding as the 1 talent man? Will the Lord be pleased with our response? Or will the Lord be displeased with our lack of response and cast us into everlasting punishment? If we are not fulfilling our responsibility, we need to change. If we are not being all we can be, we need to change. Verse 2 from Romans 12 refers to this by stating, "And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove that the will of God is that which is good and acceptable and perfect." Man is not always ready to change, especially if we are happy with the things, how they are going. However, sometimes it's necessary in order to please God. So let's read Romans 6, verses 17 and 18. "But thanks be to God that though you were slaves of sin, you became obedient from the heart to that form of teaching to which you were entrusted. And after being freed from sin, you became slaves of righteousness." God knows what abilities we have and is not pleased unless we use them. Are you using what God has given you to the best of your ability? Are you being truthful with God? He knows your thoughts. We cannot fool God. Are you feeling your responsibility? We are to give God our best. So if you're lacking in your responsibility, first and foremost, to become a child of God, you have that opportunity tonight to be buried in the waters of baptism. If you need prayers of the congregation, you can come forward as we stand and sing the selected song.